Hi everyone, this is Linnea Tucker. If you're watching this video, it probably means that for whatever reason you were unable to come to class on the first day, and we need to get you set up with your MyMathLab homework. It's all done on your homework for college prep math is all done online. If you already have a Pearson account because you took CPM 2 or you've previously been in a CPM 3 or 4 class, you already have an account and you're going to use that previous account. If you've never been in college prep math before, we need to create an account. Okay, and a couple of things before we get started. You must use your OCCC email address. FERPA, you know, the federal law that says that your grades, what happens in class is private between your professor and the student. If I text you or if I email you from within the Pearson system, that email has to go to your OCCC email address because we assume you're the only one who has access to that. Another reason that you need to use your OCCC email address is if something wonky happens and you get locked out of the system, or you forget your password, you forget your user ID. If you're using a personal email account, we can't help you. If you're using your OCCC email address, then we can help you. Okay? I want you to use the name that is on file with OCCC, especially your last name. Okay, I've had people that maybe got married but haven't changed their name. I want you to use your name that's on file with the college. Capitalize the first letter of each part of your name when entering your email address. Here's an example. The part that's really important that students forget is after the @ sign, your email address starts with the word my dot, and then it's OCCC.edu, and there's 3 C's. A lot of students will only put in 2 C's. I need you to remember it's OCCC, 3 C's. Okay. If you're doing this on campus and you're in the math lab or any of the classroom computer labs, mini labs, you will have an icon on your desk that says MyMathLab, and you'll double click on that. If you're doing this from home, you just need to go to your web browser and search for MyMathLab. And you'll have something that pops up close to the top that says Pearson or MyMathLab/Pearson. That's what you want to choose. And when you choose that, the next screen that should pop up is one that looks like this. It's kind of all in green, and there'll be some student or student groups in the picture. If you already have a Pearson account, if you've already been in the system, you're just going to go ahead and sign in. If you don't have a Pearson account, you're going to create one. So you'll come down here where it says register now, and you'll click on student. And if you're registering now, because you don't have an account, you're going to click here that says, okay, register now. And then you need the course ID. And the course ID will always start with the word Tucker, and then it'll be followed by 5 numbers. And I will provide the course ID with the email that I send this link out to you with, okay? So you put in your course ID and hit continue. Now, if you are already registered, you're going to sign in, which you've probably already done, okay? Or if you're registered with Pearson, you have to go ahead and put in the course ID. All right, but we are creating a new account, so you're going to create a Pearson account right here. So click right here. And here they're going to want all of your information to get you set up. Now remember, the first thing that they ask for is your email address. Remember, it's got to be your OCCC email address. And don't forget the my dot, and there's 3 C's in OCCC dot, and then the edu. Okay? Then they're going to ask for, I think, a username. You can either use your email address, or maybe you just want to use the first part of your email address as your, or, you know, it's up to you. Then your password, re-enter your password, your first name. Please use the last name that is, both for your first name and your last name, use the name that's registered with the school. It just helps me out with grades. A security question, security answer, and then you're going to check the box down here. Okay, now on this screen you have three options. If you have purchased an access code, and let me talk to you about the access code. If you have taken CPM 3 once before in like the last year, you already have an access code and you can still use it. I think it's good for a year, up to maybe a year and a half. It won't expire. I don't know. I'll check that out. If you already have an access code, you're going to enter it here. If you don't have an access code and you haven't purchased it yet, you can click down here where it says Get Temporary Access without payment for 14 days. Okay, so you'll get 2 weeks of free access. Now let me tell you, if you don't have an access code, the cheapest way to purchase your access is to do it right here, pay online with a credit card. And it's not $95.20 anymore. I think it's $103. It's $103 to $104. Now, if you go down to the bookstore and purchase your access code, it's like $120. So it really is cheapest to pay with a credit card online. Okay? If you're waiting on financial aid and the 14 days run out, go down and talk to financial aid, and I think they can get you set up with a book voucher so you could go down and buy your access code at the bookstore. Okay. So if you do have your access code, you're going to enter it here. It says access code. Now, if you have purchased your access code, you open up your card. It is a scratch off, just like a lottery ticket. So you're going to use a coin, I believe, to scratch off the gray stuff. Do not peel it off. It is not a peel thing. Do not do that and ruin your access code. I think you use a coin to scratch off the gray stuff and then enter your code. If you're using temporary access, and it says, are you sure you want to use temporary access? Click yes. And then the next screen says you're done. And it shows the name of your course here. And it'll say CPM 3 or CPM, whatever class you're in. And you go ahead and you click there. And that'll take you inside the program. Now, any pop-ups, close those out. If you enrolled with temporary access, it's going to look like this. It shows any Pearson classes that you're registered for. Okay? You'll click in the blue to actually enter the course. If you're temporary access and you have purchased your access code, you'll click here. This where it says temporary access expires in 14 days. That's a link. And you will click that link to go enter your access code. But for the moment, you're just going to click here in the blue section. Okay? You must purchase a MyMathLab access code to complete homework and pass this class. Side note, I have never had a student not purchase the access code and still pass the class. I've never had that happen. Today, you'll be granted 14 days of temporary access to MyMathLab. When you have purchased your MyMathLab access code, do not create a new account. You log into MyMathLab as you normally do, click the yellow band on the course, this section down here, and enter your access code. Do not enroll in a new course. If you do that, any homework that you did during temporary access will not roll over into the new course. You'll have to do it all over again. Yeah, we don't want that. Okay, once you're inside the program, take a look at your left-hand navigation pane. I've entered some extra information in there. Your syllabus is in there, your course rotation schedule, my personal policies that you need to look through. There's all kinds of good information there. You will click on, it'll either say homework or assignments. That's what you do to access your homework. Okay? Your course home looks like this. You do need to click periodically on announcements to see if there's something there. Okay, there'll probably be, I'll probably put a link to tutorial videos there that I've created. There'll be a link to probably email, and eventually I'll put a link in there for evaluation so you can evaluate the class or evaluate me. All right, let's see, I just accidentally jumped out of that. Let's see, I think that is the last slide. All right, so good luck. If you have any questions while setting this up, contact me via the Remind app. I can give you immediate direction on what to do next. All right, good luck, and we'll see you in class.